Imagine standing before a mirror, but the reflection is not you as you are now. It's you as you could be, stronger, sharper, limitless. For Friedrich Nietzsche, life's highest goal was not wealth, not comfort, not recognition. It was self-overcoming. Nietzsche called this Selbstüberwindung, the act of conquering your own limitations, your fears, your laziness, your mediocrity. He wrote, "Man is something that shall be overcome." What have you done to overcome him? This isn't about competing with others. It's about becoming stronger than the version of yourself you were yesterday. Nietzsche believed that life is constant struggle, and that to stay fixed, to remain unchanged, is to rot. Success for him meant breaking the shell of your present self again and again until something higher emerges. Think of a snake shedding its skin, or a fire consuming dead wood. The old must be burned away for the new to rise. But Nietzsche warned, this path is brutal. You'll be forced to face parts of yourself you'd rather bury. Weakness, fear, desire for comfort. The voice that whispers, stay the same. Take the easy way. He despised this voice. To Nietzsche, obeying it was choosing spiritual death. He tells us instead, you have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, it does not exist. Your task is to carve out your own ascent, not follow the worn-out roads of others. Ask yourself, what habits keep me chained? What excuses define me? What fears keep me from rising higher? To overcome yourself is to declare war on these enemies inside you. It is to constantly challenge your limits, to stand in the fire of hardship and come out forged into something greater. Nietzsche's first step towards success is simple, yet terrifying. Kill the old you, and from its ashes, build the new. Religion tells you what's right. Society tells you what's good. Family tells you who to be. This, Nietzsche believed, was the slow poison of the human spirit. He wrote, you have your way. I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, it does not exist. To succeed in life, Nietzsche argued, you must become your own lawgiver. Do not blindly follow morality handed down from church, government, or tradition. Instead, decide for yourself what is worth living and dying for. This is not easy. It means rejecting the comfort of ready-made answers. It means daring to stand alone when the crowd mocks you. But Nietzsche saw this as the mark of true strength, the power to create values instead of inheriting them. Think about it. The great figures of history, artists, leaders, revolutionaries, didn't merely obey rules. They shattered them. They carved their own path and forced the world to adjust. Nietzsche despised the herd mentality, people who simply follow, never questioning. He wrote, the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you try it, you will be lonely often and sometimes frightened. But no price is too high to pay for the privilege of owning yourself. So what does this mean for you? It means asking, what do I find meaningful beyond what I was taught? What principles would I choose if I were the only voice that mattered? What is my law, not society's? Creating your own values is not about chaos or anarchy. It is about authorship of your own existence. If you accept values without questioning them, you are merely an echo of others. But if you forge your own, you become a creator, an origin, not an imitation. Nietzsche's second step to success is this: break free from the chains of borrowed morality. Stand on the cliff's edge of life and write your own commandments in the stone. Most people run from pain. They search for comfort, safety, and ease. But Nietzsche warned that this obsession with comfort was the death of greatness. He declared, what does not kill me makes me stronger. For Nietzsche, suffering wasn't something to be avoided. It was the very fuel of transformation. Struggle, hardship, adversity. These are not curses. They are tests. They are the forge where character, resilience, and true power are created. Think of the mountain climber. Each step is agony, every breath thin and ragged. But when he reaches the peak, the struggle becomes meaning. Think of the blacksmith hammering iron. Without the fire, without the blows, the metal remains weak. Nietzsche saw life the same way. He wrote, "To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering." What does this mean for us? It means real success is not about escaping pain, but embracing it. Every setback, every heartbreak, every failure. These are opportunities to grow stronger, sharper, and more unbreakable. Ask yourself, do I shrink when life strikes me down, or do I rise with scars that tell a story of endurance? Do I see hardship as punishment or as preparation? Nietzsche believed those who run from struggle remain weak forever, trapped in mediocrity. But those who embrace it, who dare to wrestle with pain, emerge as creators of strength. Picture a storm tearing across the ocean. The weak ships splinter and sink. But the strong vessel, built to endure, cuts through the chaos and sails onward. You are that vessel, but only if you allow the storm to strengthen your frame. Nietzsche's third step toward success is clear. Do not curse your suffering. Welcome it. Turn every hardship into fire for your spirit, and let the flames forge you into something indestructible. At the core of Nietzsche's vision of life is a force he called the will to power. It is not about ruling over nations, nor about money or fame. It is something deeper, an instinct to expand, to assert, to create, to transform. Nietzsche saw existence itself as this will. Every living thing strives not just to survive, but to grow, to dominate, to express its strength. He wrote, "My idea is that every specific body strives to become master over all space and to extend its force, its will to power. This is more than ambition. It is a cosmic law. The tree reaches for the sky, breaking stone with its roots. The storm crashes across the sea, reshaping the world. The human spirit, too, seeks to rise above, if it dares. But Nietzsche warned, many waste this will. They turn it inward, poisoning themselves with guilt, resentment, or submission to others. Instead of creating, they obey. Instead of expanding, they shrink. The will to power is not about crushing others beneath you. It is about expressing the fullness of your strength in the world. Success, then, is not comfort, but creation. Not safety, but expansion. Ask yourself, where am I shrinking when I should be expanding? Where do I submit when I should create? Am I using my power to shape myself, or letting others shape me? Nietzsche believed that the highest success is to direct your will to power consciously, to forge your own path, to build, to destroy, and to rebuild stronger. He wrote, "The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. The will to power demands that you step beyond the fences of fear, out into the wild ground where only creators dare to walk." Nietzsche's fourth step to success is this: unleash your will to power. Do not live small. Do not wither under the weight of others' rules. Expand, create, assert your existence so forcefully that the world cannot ignore you. Most people live their lives wishing things had been different. They curse their bad luck. They resent their past. They dream of another life, one without pain, without loss, without regret. But Nietzsche offered a darker, more radical command. Amor fati, love your fate. He wrote, "My formula for greatness in a human being is amor fati, That one wants nothing to be different, not forward, not backward, not in all eternity. To Nietzsche, success was not about escaping destiny, but embracing it. Every scar, every failure, every heartbreak. These are not accidents to be erased, but necessary steps in your becoming. Think of your life as a book. Every page, even the ones filled with pain, is part of the story. Tear them out, and the story collapses. Accept them all, and the book has power. Amor fati means saying yes, not just to joy, but to suffering. To not only endure, but to love every twist of your path as essential. Ask yourself, do I waste my strength wishing the past was different? Do I reject my scars instead of wearing them as proof of survival? Can I dare to love even the things that broke me? Nietzsche believed that only by embracing your fate can you truly be free. When you stop fighting against reality, when you stop dreaming of escape, then you become powerful, because nothing can shake you. He wrote, "He who has a why to live can bear almost any how." Amor fati gives you that why. It turns every hardship into meaning, every obstacle into necessity. Imagine walking into the storm, not cursing the rain, but opening your arms to it. Imagine looking at your past, not with bitterness, but with fierce acceptance. This is amor fati. Nietzsche's fifth step to success is clear. Do not just accept your fate. Love it. Every scar, every wound, every triumph, it all belongs to you. Say yes to life in its entirety, and you become untouchable. Imagine this: a demon whispers to you one night, "This life, as you live it now, you will have to live once more, and countless times more. Every pain, every joy, every choice, every mistake, again and again, for eternity." This was Nietzsche's terrifying thought experiment, the doctrine of eternal recurrence. He wrote, "What if some day or night a demon were to steal into your loneliest loneliness and say to you, 'This life, as you now live it and have lived it, you will have to live once more and innumerable times more'? Would you not throw yourself down and gnash your teeth? Or have you once experienced a tremendous moment when you would have answered him, 'You are a god, and never have I heard anything more divine'?" Eternal recurrence is not about literal rebirth. It is a test. If you had to live your life over and over forever, would you curse it, or would you embrace it? Nietzsche believed success meant living in such a way that you could joyfully say yes to this eternal return. That your choices, your struggles, your victories would all be worth repeating endlessly. Most people drift through life, waiting for someday, tolerating mediocrity, wasting their hours. But if you imagine living this life infinitely, every wasted moment becomes unbearable. Eternal recurrence forces you to face the truth. Are you living a life worth repeating? Ask yourself, if today were to echo forever, would I be proud or horrified? Am I living deliberately or just passing time? What choices must I make so that even if repeated eternally, I would embrace them? This is the ultimate challenge, to live with such intensity, such authenticity, that you would gladly relive your life in endless cycles. Nietzsche's sixth step to success is this: live as if every moment is eternal. Make choices so bold, so alive, that even if condemned to live them forever, you would not despair. You would rejoice. At the summit of Nietzsche's philosophy stands one figure, the Übermensch, the Overman, or Superman, the one who transcends the ordinary human condition. He wrote, "Man is a rope stretched between the animal and the overmen, a rope over an abyss." To Nietzsche, humanity as it exists now is not the end. It is a bridge, a transition. The true task of life is not to remain man, but to overcome man, to give birth to a higher, stronger, freer self. The Übermensch is not bound by herd morality, not enslaved by fear, not paralyzed by guilt. He creates his own values, embraces struggle, unleashes his will to power, loves his fate, and lives as though every moment echoes through eternity. He is the living answer to all of Nietzsche's steps. But this is no easy path. Nietzsche warned that most will never dare attempt it. Most will cling to comfort, conformity, and safety. They will choose the herd rather than the abyss. Becoming the Übermensch demands courage. The courage to destroy old beliefs, to face suffering without flinching, to say yes to life in its totality. It is not a gift. It is a conquest. Ask yourself, am I content with being ordinary? Or will I push beyond the limits of man? Do I live as creator or as echo? Do I walk the bridge across the abyss, or do I cling to the shore? Nietzsche described the Overman not as a ruler over others, but as a master of himself. He is one who shapes his own existence like an artist chisels stone, ruthless, creative, relentless. He wrote, "I teach you the Overman. Man is something that shall be overcome. All beings so far have created something beyond themselves. Do you want to be the ebb of this great tide and return to the animal rather than overcome man?" Nietzsche's final step to success is this: do not remain what you are. Transcend. Walk the rope over the abyss and become the creator of a higher self. The Übermensch.